Season 2 of Foundation has now answered some questions that we've had as fans going all the way back to Season 1, as well as given us some answers we didn't know we needed. But while we're nearly at the end of Season 2, there's still a few questions that need to be cleared up. Now, before I get into it, I just want to say thanks for taking the time to choose to watch this video. I really appreciate it, and if you haven't done it already, please subscribe to the channel and leave a like if you make it all the way at the end. So as always, I'm Al, let's get to it. So one of the greatest mysteries that we still don't have an answer to is how was Har Seldon brought back to life on Una's world in episode 3? All we know is that holographic Harry met with some version of Callie, an ancient mathematician that inspired both Harry and Gaal's work. And after disappearing into the cave, the next time we see him at the end of the episode, he's flesh and blood. Before seemingly dying again by Tellum's hand for good, and disappearing for a good chunk of the season until he shows up again in episode 9. But I did mention in a previous video that when Salvor found the body, he was face up in the water, but it did seem pretty sure that he was dead. And to me, this never made much sense. Why bring him back 1 week only to kill him the next? So there was a lot of speculation on the fan base of would we get another real life flesh and blood Harry. We know that Harry already has a certain version of immortality, and most people seem to think that if whatever Callie is could build whatever Harry was, she could do it again. So I thought that Gaal and Salvor might go back to Una's world to get another version of Harry, but as I said, he shows up in episode 9, saves the day, and seemingly kills Tellum Bond. I mean, she is dead, isn't she? Maybe she's not, but that's for another video. So how is he back again and, again? Well, let's look at the obvious and rule it out. I don't think he's a clone. Yeah, the clone tech exists, and we've seen Empire tech used and improved upon by the Foundation throughout the series, but a copy couldn't have survived that. I mean, even if he didn't drown, he was in that water for days. I don't think that he's a copy of the original Harry in the same way that the Cleons are copies of, the Cleons. So the obvious then is a robot. We've had a lot more focus of robots in Season 2, and Foundation is going to get even deeper into it. And we know a lot more of them thanks to episode 9 as well. Demerzel mentions that she's had many forms, so she's not always been female, or at least in the female form that we see. The restrictions that Cleon puts in place also is to prevent her swapping bodies. So that sort of indicates that a mind can be copied. So maybe it was just a case of copying the version of Harry that was with Gaal and the knife and the Prime Radiant and then transferring them into a robot body. I say again it's the most obvious, but I think there might be a third option. He's some sort of synthetic mix, so he's like a bio copy rather than a clone that's grown. If you think of it more in the ways of Invasion of the Body Snatchers, but it's your own body and mind you're taking over. But here's the thing. And not a lot of people have mentioned this. We're focusing on how he came back. When he showed up in episode 9, Tellum didn't expect it. As far as she was convinced, Harry was dead and he wasn't coming back. Which is a very interesting point when you think about that. And I suppose the other question is, if you can bring Harry back in this fashion, is everyone now immortal? With a story spanning centuries, some of the characters are going to have to die, but others, well, I don't think they're going to go down this road with anyone else other than Harry. But you can never be sure. The opening episode for the first season had narration from Gaal talking long into the past. Well, at least her past, which is going to be this show's future. And we know that robots are going to play a greater part in the show thanks to the last 2 episodes. We've got lots more to reveal and discuss with regards to robots in this show, and I can't wait to see what they're going to do. Plus, now that Vault Harry has seemingly been destroyed, this could be the last version of him for a while, but as you know, there's never going to be a final version of Harry because of the Prime Radiant transferring your consciousness, and you never know, you could be a robot as well. But these are just some of my thoughts. I want to know what you guys think. How did Harry come back? Are we going to get another version of him? And is the Vault Harry finally destroyed as well? Let me know in the comments below. I'm really interested to hear what you guys think is going to happen in the final episode and potential 3rd season of the show. There's still a lot of questions to be answered, so that means there's more theory videos coming. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out. You've got the notifications turned on. And as always, my name's Al. Thanks for watching.